So we're taking questions. A lot of you are facing some fear out there. You're afraid of the economy, the harm to the economy brought on by what is perceived to be the cure. Not the cure, but the way to limit the pandemic is everyone stay at home and shut down all the businesses, which shuts down people's income, which shuts down their lives. And so their lives are being harmed more by the cure, the average person in America, than by the actual virus. And some of you are very, very afraid. We've been urging people to remain calm. No one makes good decisions when they're drunk or when they're panicked, and some of you are both. And some of you are being really mean to other people because you're afraid, and you need to check yourself. This is a time that you need to grow up, regardless if you're 54. And I think one of the things I've seen that has caused people to be the meanest, particularly when it's directed at public figures, including myself, is when I don't know what this is, John, in the human psyche. You can help me with this. There's a level of arrogance, aristocracy sense, entitlement sense that tells you that it's not only your job to manage your space, but you're supposed to tell everyone else what to do.
So,
and we used to, when I was kids, we say none ya.
Right.
None ya business.
Right.
But mind your own business.
Right.
But people can't do that anymore. They're really good at minding everyone else's business, but you got a full-time job just taking care of your house right now.
You got more than a full-time job. You got more than a full-time job taking care of your own head right now. Yeah. I think we talk about fear is causing people to be unkind. I also think insecurity is too. Because there's this myth that we all should know what we're supposed to do all the time, especially husbands and dads across the country, moms and wives across the country. I'm supposed to know what to do. And you get this moment, I don't know what to do. And then the best way I can solve that sometimes is to yell at somebody else and tell them, well, you're doing yours wrong, right? Like we have this hierarchy of, as long as I'm not as bad as my neighbor is, then I'm okay, right? And that goes directly in opposition to just being kind.
My critical thinking path, that I don't know where it came from, it may be just my hillbilly rebellion self, but is contrarian. And so as soon as someone says this is the way it is, I immediately think, no, it's not.
That's exactly how I am too. That's right.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's like, and the CDC says this, and I'm like, my cousin works at the CDC. That proves it right there. I mean, it's like.
So what if we're in the new rebellion is kindness?
Yeah.
Or the new rebellion is tipping obnoxiously, right?
Yeah, or delivering groceries to somebody who's shut in.
That's exactly right.
As you said, you walk down the street with a garbage bag and rubber gloves with your son picking up trash just to get out of the house, get some vitamin D.
That's exactly right. That's right.
And
how's that for a new rebellion, right?
Yeah, a whole different kind of kindness rebellion. But I'm just my point is that my first inclination is to be a sheepdog instead of the sheep. I immediately challenge authority, whatever it is. And my wife is pregnant with our first child 35 years ago, and the OB says such and such, and I went, I don't think so.
Oh, man.
And she said, you're not a doctor.
I'm so bad about that, too.
You're not a doctor. I said, yeah, I know, but you're going to have to prove that. I'm not just taking, just because you got a white coat and a stethoscope does not mean I'm going to believe you. You got to make your case, dude. And, he made his case, and I went along. But, but it's not, it was not, I'm not going to just automatically fall in line.
That's right.
That's my nature. And so just because the president says something, the governor says something, for God's sakes, the mayor says something, that's proof right there that I'm just not going along. I'm not necessarily going to think the way they think. I have other responsibilities. I have critical thinking skills that are different, and I have, I have to think for myself, and you got to think for yourself.
That's right.
In this. And so, I've got a friend who's recovering from cancer and has been through chemo, and he's thinking for himself, which he's staying at home. It's a really good idea.
A great idea. That's right.
Yeah, and not being, out there, not connecting to anybody, because he's in a weakened state. He's in a high-risk category with this thing. So answering your questions about those subjects, about fear, anxiety, about money, about life on the planet right now in this weird and wacky time. We love you, but we love ourselves to the point you're not allowed to be mean. And so I'm not going to fight with you. You're just wrong. You need to be kind.
That's right.
You just need to calm your little butt down and be kind.